Hello everyone and welcome back to another indie introduction. Before we start off, I would like to say that I played this game on a GTX 750, so unfortunately the settings were on low. This is how the game really looks like, so during this video I will talk about the gameplay only. And for the devs, feel free to change minimum requirements to GTX 750 1GB. So if you ever played Half-Life 2 and were thinking, man, I really wish I could play the whole game using the blue gravity gun, well, this game gives you just that. The gameplay is really fun, and if you like playing around with physics, throwing stuff around, then this game is for you. The devs mentioned that the game is heavily inspired by 90s and 2000s, and I can definitely see that. Especially with one of my favorite games of all time, the Half-Life series. Aside from the gravity gun, well, gravity hand in this game, you'll also recognize those super cops and their equipment. I really like the homage they made to the famous laser explosive room from Half-Life 1. I also have to mention that you will even stumble upon stalker-like anomalies that can zap you or fry you. Aside from your trusty gravity hand, there are quite a lot of weapons you can find in ADACA. Different types of pistols, a standard semi-automatic one, a fully automatic one, a revolver, a laser gun. There are also a lot of rifles, machine guns, RPGs, grenade launchers, so many things that can help you destroy both the police and the monsters. And you will face a lot of monsters that are pretty creepy and like charging at you at full speed. If you're like me and want to get your revenge on the monsters, you might have a bit of fun with kicking them around and creating a big pile. While fighting, you can rip the weapons straight out of your enemy's hands and even throw it at them. And also, you can do this. If this isn't cool, I don't know what is. What is interesting about the game is that there are two types of modes. The first one, which is a typical linear shooter campaign, you have a big map, you go from one point to another, and mow down enemies in your way. That campaign, at the time of recording this video, had only 2 episodes, with the third one coming soon. Each episode has a lot of chapters, so you don't have to worry, they aren't too short. And even if you feel like they are a bit shorter, there is that other game mode I mentioned, and it is a non-linear campaign. Basically, you choose a mission, you will receive a very short briefing and will get deployed somewhere on the map. Your task is to explore the map, gather hints, and try to solve the mission without any major guides. You have a journal that tells you your tasks, you also have a map, and that's it. You're free to roam around and solve the mission at your own pace and however you want. When you choose a difficulty, it says that the difficulty doesn't affect the health of the enemies or your health. It does affect their precision and movement. I played on hardened and I had a fun experience. It wasn't too hard, but I did notice the enemies using cover and trying to flank you. As for the story, well, it isn't really the selling point in my opinion. There's the evil police that is killing everything, you are in an exclusion zone with monsters and have to kill both the police and monsters. In the campaign, you play as a non-binary character that is a part of a group who hates the police and uses black and red colors. I wonder why that sounds familiar. And in the second one, you play as a woman who is a criminal and was sentenced to serving in the military as a punishment, and that's where you begin doing assignments and the other stuff we already talked about. Overall, the game is pretty fun. I enjoyed playing with the physics, sometimes a bit too much. The game is available on Steam and you can try out the demo, and if you want to buy it, it is available for $21. That will be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.